What is up, y'all? Today is gonna be a long workout video. Not that long, but 15, 16 minute video. Of me just telling you guys what I've been doing for my leg training. My leg training, I feel like, has just been going to the next level recently. And so I just want to share with you exactly how it is that I'm doing it, man. And I'm loving it. If you don't know me, you should know me by now. My name's Sabir Muhammad, and I'm here with Chosen One Athletics. So first off, y'all see me getting warmed up, okay? If you're wondering why the fuck I'm on this ball, it's not just for this video. I'm not trying to look cool. Like, there's nothing cool about this, right? Honestly, I filmed this video just randomly. Like, it was just a real workout. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to try to just film a real workout because I really don't like to do that. But here we go. So you see me trying to balance on the ball. The reason I'm getting that started is I'm really focusing on my core, okay? By me just being on this stability ball with my knees, it's forcing me to, contract my core. My core is engaged. I'm trying to keep my glutes and hamstrings engaged in order to stay on this ball. Like, you got to keep everything tight. Like, you see me fall a couple times. That's because these are real attempts, But I found that by the time I do get to my squat, it's helped me tremendously because I've been squeezing and engaging my core, so I start squatting and it's automatic. All right. Then we get into the lunges. You guys have seen these before. You've seen these before, so same thing. Okay. With this, I'm still having to keep my core engaged. I'm still having to now. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna cut some of this out because I was getting a wedgie. But keeping my core engaged, I also have to keep my shoulder engaged because I'm holding a kettlebell right there. Okay? Just because I need extra shoulder stability. But man, my everything's just coming up by doing this, man. Same thing, squeezing the core, keeping that arm out to the side. Don't put your hand on your body. The opposite hand, don't put it on your body because then that just allows you kind of to cheat. So, but I'm telling you, the reason I like doing this is not for no reason. This shit is not to look cute. It's because by the time I get to my big lift, which is my first lift, I'm already warmed up. The body is primed and ready. I have a lot more balance. More muscles are firing. The leg pump that I've been getting lately has just been ridiculous because it's all around. It's not like just my quads, just my hamstrings. Like, my entire leg is fucking pumped. So then we get into some squats, kettlebell squats. The reason we do these kettlebell squats the way we're doing it, and actually shout out to my guy Z, because he's studying for physical therapy and he put me up on these. But the reason I'm doing this is to work through that squat movement, okay? One thing he actually told me to do is I'm working on my center mass, okay? And basically, I'm just working to be able to sit down, sit back into my hips without falling back or without falling forward, trying to keep everything centered. And this shit, I'm so glad he put me up on this. He literally put me up on this last week. And I automatically, first exercise, I noticed a big ass difference, dude. I'm telling you, do that. Try to keep your chest up tall, squeeze everything and sit back into it. The kettlebell really allows you to have a counterweight so that when you do sit back, basically a weight that's in front of you, so that when you do sit back, you don't feel like you're going to fall back because there's still weight in front of you that's kind of holding you down, if that makes sense. But yeah, so by the time we've done that, I also do planks, but y'all didn't see that. I gotta find that video. Boom. And RDLs, y'all see me doing the RDLs. Same thing, just working that balance, really trying to think everything up. And you know what I did was I did all of these exercises like 3 sets each. I didn't really time myself on the BOSU ball. I mean on the stability ball. With that right now, I just pretty much just got on it and saw how long I can stay on it. I am gonna actually time myself though next time. Probably do like 20 seconds on it or whatever, however long I do it for. 20 seconds, then try to build up to 30 seconds. You know, once I'm on there for 30 seconds, then I'll probably have like start putting like a kettlebell in my hand or something like that. Because like I said, with all of this stuff, you know, you want to make sure you're progressing. You know, make sure your core is getting better, stability is getting better. I mean, flexibility, mobility, and everything. So we want to figure out how to challenge the body, you know, as much as possible, because we're gonna see a lot of results from it. But yeah, and like I said, man, just doing all this, man, by the time you get to your actual movements, you feel amazing, you feel great. It's not a cold start, you know, and the older we get, the more I realize, like, oh shit, like, you gotta get warmed up. And I did when I was in high school too, you know. When I was running track, wrestling, football, all that stuff, you always get warmed up. That's what you know, you have to do that. Your coaches make you do it, you know. But I think sometimes once you get removed from the sports, then you, or the organized sports, then you're like, oh man, I don't need to warm up as much. Man, I'm just lifting weights. It's like, hell no, bro. Lifting weights is actually athletic. Like, if you're doing it properly, it takes a lot. You know, but like I said, man, just loving this whole process. Loving it. Let me stop talking, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all, let y'all watch the rest of these warm-up exercises, and then we're gonna get into some squats. We get into the squats, okay? Squats. This I believe might be my first working set. Not 100% sure, but you know, like I said, man, the goal of all those warm up exercises, because by the time you get to the squats, like you just you know, everything's grounded. You're grounded. You know where your center mass is, or you know, you're able to basically position yourself through squatting without falling back or falling forward, man. And this shit is amazing, and it's beneficial to everybody. Like I told y'all always, you're trying to build a booty, you're trying to build big legs, you want to get in the body, but whatever. Like, yo, the top bodybuilders in the world have good form. Like, we gotta remember that, bro. The top bodybuilders in the world have good form. And you got all these people, you know, they out here, they just doing whatever. Like, they just pushing heavy ass weight, been doing it for a long time. That's cool when the technique is good. But if you don't got that technique, you can't do it. So me, I'm stripping down, back to the basics, baby. Learning technique. And I advise y'all do it too. This is why I'm giving y'all this shit, bro. Because I'm fucking 24. My low back is already giving me pain. So I got to get it together if I want to do this till I'm 80. You know what I'm saying? If I want to be competitive in physique or body, whatever. But then we squatting, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, after all these warm-ups, you good. Like, you feel solid. You're not going to fall forward. You're not going to fall back. Your hips are mobile. Everything's feeling good. Like, so everything's pumped. You feeling this exercise even fucking more because it's pumped. It's ready. And if you're wondering, those dynamic warm-ups are 10 times better than static stretches, because what my guy told me, and I knew this from experience, but I didn't really think about it, is that when you're doing only static stretches, that can take away from the amount of power you're trying to generate. So think about a rubber band. A rubber band is fully stretched out. You know, that's good if you're doing it over time. But if you want to use that rubber band at the same, like immediately after fully stretching it, it's not going to have the same bounce back, right? It's going to be a little slow to get back, snap back into place, you know? So everything needs to be gradual. But man, so here I am doing these squats, man. In my opinion, I'm doing better as far as getting deeper. Everything looks good. Still falling forward a little bit, but not nearly as much as I was 2 weeks ago. So, you know, that's how you know we going in the right direction. You know. So yeah, man. And then boom. So during this day, I actually felt really good. Like I didn't feel like I was falling forward too much. Only thing I still feel like I was doing, actually on some of these reps, I kind of got a little bit too low. Because what was happening is when you get too low, like lower than your hips allow, your mobility allows, what happens is the hips, they have to tilt back to compensate for that. And if the hips tilt back, what happens is all that pressure that's on your back and everything, or maybe that tension is normally on your legs, now that shifts to your low back, okay? So, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. But right now, I just wanted to show y'all. I want to show y'all, if you are doing leg press, if this looks like you, y'all see, feet up high, I'm pushing. That weight feel easy as hell, okay? Because I'm focused, because with my feet being high, it's focusing more on my hamstring and glutes. Yes, the quads are getting some tiny pump, but just focusing more on the glutes. But the thing is, the problem with us is most people that really do the leg press are trying to build up the quads. But we don't even realize that we putting an emphasis on the hamstrings and glutes with our feet being that fucking high. So you see when I drop my feet down, now that weight is a lot heavier. I'm only doing 3 plates. Look, I'm that dude, like, who normally put, like, fucking, I started off with 5-6 plates on each side. And I'm talking about I could do 20-25 reps because my feet are usually higher. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm working up to 6, 7, 8. I worked up to 9 plates, like, a couple weeks ago. You know, I could probably do 10 if I wanted to. But once I start putting my feet down lower, oh, my God. Like, you can see right now, like, there's so much, there's a further range of motion. Like, I'm actually going to pause and freeze it. Like, you need, like, right here, you can see there's a greater degree of fucking, I don't even know what the fuck to call it. But you can see, right? Like, there's a lot more tension now that my heel's getting closer to my butt. Right? There's a lot more knee extension. The quads are for extending the knee. So you need more flexion. You know, and you got to get deeper. So, man, I'm telling you, and this is only with 3 plates. And like I told you, man, I'm not capping. I normally could do 6, 7, 6 plates. That's like still a warm-up set normally. 8 plates, 9 plates, bad. Like, no problem. And I'm talking about on each side. But now, I only got 3 plates on each side. And that wasn't a choice. I don't even think I got up to 4 plates on each side. Now, mind you, this is also after my sets of squats. So if I was to switch which one I did first, maybe I might hit 5 plates. Okay, and I'm doing sets of like 15, I believe. So, but still, it's like, bro, it's 10 times heavier, and my quads get so much of a better pump. Do this shit, you're going to notice a difference immediately, bro. That's no cap. I think this might be my final set on leg press. And so I added a 25 to each side. Or my last 2 sets. You know. And like I said, man, normally when I fucking load up the leg press, I'm not even capping. I start with 3 plates, and that's just like lightweight, cause my feet are high, and my unbeknownst to me, my fucking hamstrings and glutes was getting worked more. So do this shit. Keep the feet kind of close. So right now, I'm having to relearn this movement. Tell you the truth, because my feet are closer. I'm getting a much bigger stretch and range of motion, which I don't know what the fuck I thought, man. But bro, this shit is taking my shit to the next level, and I ain't even hit no fucking heavy weight yet, and my legs already like on 10. Try this shit out, dude. I promise you're gonna love it. Gonna fucking love it. I like to think of it like this: when your feet are up high, like what are the hamstrings for normally? You normally think about like doing Romanian deadlifts, right? Oh, this is a perfect example. So on a Romanian deadlift, your knees are bent, right? So there's a big fucking degree. Like if we were to look at this like a triangle, the fucking degrees would be like, I don't fucking know, like 260 degrees, right? It would be a motherfucking, damn, I don't even know, isosceles triangle? I don't fucking know. But when you bring your feet down, the degree that you get down to, like people talk about, parallel or 90, you're below 90 degrees when your feet are down lower. Automatically, if you're getting into that full range of motion. So basically, if you're 90 degrees or lower, there's more more knee flexion and extension, and there's more quad activation. Bro, do this shit. I'm telling you. Now look, you're gonna feel oh shit, man. I don't know what the fuck wrong with me. You're not gonna feel good when you get started. You're gonna be like, man, bro, nah, fuck this. This shit don't feel right. It's gonna scar you a little bit. Cause you're gonna see other people. You're gonna see other people in there. They're gonna have 8, 10 plates on like me, like I used to do, right? And their feet gonna be at the top. And they gonna be looking at you like, bro, you big as hell. And that's all you could do? Like I'm telling you, people probably be looking at me like, bro, you're not big as hell, but your legs are solid. Like your legs bigger than mine, and that's what you're doing. Yes, bro. Like you see this pain in my face? There ain't no fucking lie. And I think I only did like 4 working sets. Man, I'm just loving it. I'm loving this process. Right now, y'all, I'm in a strength and stability phase. Of course, y'all know me. Eventually, I want to bodybuild, which actually I'm going to compete this year. But, so the goal is always bigger muscles. The goal is always hypertrophy for the most part. But right now, I'm really working on my top strength and stability. Because like I explained to you motherfuckers last time, like I fucking explained, there was a point in my track career where I felt like I couldn't get better. I wasn't getting better because I wasn't getting faster. Like, my endurance was solid, right? But I didn't have enough horsepower. You know what I'm saying? I was a Toyota Prius trying to fucking, trying to get to Memphis in an hour and a half. And when, like, where I'm from, it take 3 hours to get to Memphis. And you in a fucking Prius. Like, maybe if you get me out on an open road and I got a motherfucking, a Jag F-Pace, so I got a fucking, I don't know. I don't drive fast cars. I do sell cars, though. Hit me up if you need one. Hell nah, y'all like, what the fuck? But, if I was driving in a fucking Camaro or something, like, I could get there faster. I might be able to get there in an hour and a half because I'm going to be going a $120, right? A $115, a $110, whatever. I'm going to get fucking pulled over before I get there. But come on, y'all follow me. Pay attention. But the point is, my engine will be more powerful. My engine will be faster. So I was capped off in track. I couldn't get to a certain, time in the 800 because my engine was too weak. Even though I was built to endure. I was good. A Toyota Prius can go a lot of miles, but it's not gonna do you no good when you need to get somewhere fast. So by doing strength work, right? Because bodybuilding, it has a lot to do with things. People don't know, for the most part, a lot of bodybuilding actually has to do with endurance. People don't know or believe that. Like, when you really build the muscles, it's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of reps after reps after reps after food, rest, recover. Like, you don't just, it's not a powerlift. You don't just go in there 3 times a week and just fucking do 3 sets of 5 on bench press, 3 sets of 5 on leg press, for 30 years, and then you're Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, no, like, there's a lot that goes into it, okay? Like, there's hours and hours of reps that you have to put in. And so when you are training, you're seeing hypertrophy, you're seeing growth from putting in more sets, more reps, right? That's always what we look to do. We always look to add more sets and more reps. But a lot of times, quite frankly, we get capped off with strength. A lot of young guys especially. Maybe not so much some of the old heads, they've been doing it for a minute, because when they were young, they hit that heavy weight. But you can get capped off with strength in the same exact way, because if the muscle, let's say you can bench press 135 pounds. Okay, cool. You might, if you can only do 135 for 5 reps, 6 reps, cool. There's a lot you can do. You know what I'm saying? You can work with 110. You can work with 115. You can work with 90 sometimes, and mix up your sets and reps a certain way, whatever, right? But that muscle is never gonna be able to do more than 5 of that 135 if you never push it to. If you never try to. So the muscle's only gonna be a certain size. You can only do so much with that. But if you get that same muscle, you get it to be able to push 185, 205, 250, 235, 250, 300. You know what I'm saying? Then, okay, there's a lot more strength. You know what I'm saying? Because you working with 135 for 10 years, like, that's cool. But the muscles need progressive overload to get better. That's like anything else, anything in life. We got to struggle to get better. So now is my strength phase, so that I can build my top strength. And so I got more to work with. Another thing is, like I told you before, when you're dealing with hypertrophy, if you're doing like high rep ranges and shit, that's just cool, okay? But those are type 2 muscle fibers, right? Your endurance fibers, all right? And when you're building muscle off of high reps, as soon as you stop doing them high reps, it's hard to maintain that muscle, and sometimes it's like, it just takes so much energy to do that. And if you're constantly doing that all the time, like, you're always burning, like, anybody that really worked out, you fucking know how much energy that shit takes, right? You could do 100 air squats just straight, and that's just gonna kill you, because it's like, god damn, like, I'm doing a whole fucking lot of reps, right? But you might do 225 once for 1 rep and say, dang, that wasn't bad, that was fucking easy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, shit, y'all, I'm sorry, I just yawned. But yeah, man, so, and like I said, to maintain muscle, it's easy to maintain muscle lifting heavy. Because sometimes, it don't even take that much energy to lift heavy. If you're doing high reps, it's a lot harder to get to failure. That's what I'm trying to say. It's so much harder to get to failure with lightweight. I just want you to think about it like this, if you can't understand that concept. Think about a curl. All right. Let's say you curl a 5-pound dumbbell. To get to failure, if I was to use a 5-pound dumbbell, I'd probably be curling a 5-pound dumbbell for like fucking 5 minutes straight. Right? Because it's so light. Like it might take longer than that. It might take 10 minutes. I don't know. It may take 3 minutes. Okay? But that's 3 minutes of constant motion. 5 minutes of constant motion. Now me, personally, you give me a 45-pound dumbbell or 50-pound dumbbells, I'm doing it with proper technique. 1 or 2 reps, like I'm fucking done. You know what I'm saying? Because my biceps aren't that strong to do strict reps with 50 to 45 pounds. So what just happened? I got to failure much quicker with the 50-pound. When instead, on the opposite spectrum, you did the 5-pound for 10 minutes. Which, look, there's a time and place for high reps. I'm not saying it's not needed. I do high reps, especially for biceps. But you got to have a mixture of strength-based training as well so that you can build up your strength. Okay? Because I can go in the gym and do, 3 sets of 5 on the bench press and leave and my shirt's not drenched with water, with sweat. You know what I'm saying? And that 3 sets of 5 plus 2 warm-up sets, that might take me 30 minutes, 20 minutes in a power training type day. But if I go and do fucking 3 sets of 25 on the bench press, I'm gonna probably be fucking really busting a sweat. After fucking 3 sets, I'm gonna really be busting a sweat. If I'm doing it with some sort of substantial weight, right? And I could be pushing like equally as hard for the set of 5. I'm talking about pushing that to failure. And doing the same thing, pushing the set of 25 to failure. But for that endurance, you got to use a different type of energy. And now also you're kicking in your cardiovascular because you doing 3 sets of 25 is like, y'all ever do squats and do like a set of like 15 squats and you get done and you're like, goddamn, I'm tired, like I'm winded. It's not even like my muscles tired. It's like I'm winded. I feel like I just ran. It's because that cardio kicks in. All right? But anyway, man, I'm done with that. I just wanted to tell y'all, pretty much give y'all an update as far as my training goes. Like I'm telling y'all, like this shit is inside shit. Like this shit is shit that most people don't tell you. And I'm doing my due diligence. I'm not just making up shit. This is shit that I'm learning now. And the reason I'm learning now is, 1, for me, because I want to be the best. I want to be the best at what I do. I don't want nobody else to be better. I want nobody come close to that, right? If they do, that's fine. I don't got no animosity, but I'm saying I want to be the best at what I do. I want to look the best. I want to have the best body, and I want to have a healthy body. But number 2, so I can give y'all more value. Man, I want to give y'all everything, like the most amount of value. I want you to just be on my page and be like, bro, you got everything. Like, I need that. I fuck with you. I want to change lives, bro. I'm going to leave y'all with one thing, and then I'm done. Yo, last thing, because I really got to go. But, man, a couple nights ago, man, it was a surreal moment when I just realized, like, fitness for some people is like everything. There's a dude, I see him in the gym all the time, okay? And he came into the gym this night, and I'm not going to tell you the reason, but he couldn't train that night. He said, man, and this guy, you see him every time he's nice, he's smiling, he's telling me, yo, last time I did this, I fucking killed it, like excited. And this time, it couldn't. He wasn't excited. It was like, yo, he said, man, at first he started off excited, but then when he started telling me what was going on, he's like, man, I just ain't got it today. I can't train, right? And, and it involved the person he was training with couldn't do it. And in that moment, I just saw, and then after he said that, then he started telling me what was going on with work. He said, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? And that work's been tough and this and that. It couldn't. He wasn't excited. It was like, yo, he said, man, at first he started off excited, but then when he started telling me what was going on, he's like, man, I just ain't got it today. I can't train, right? And, and it involves the person he was training with couldn't get there. And in that moment, I just saw, and then after he said that, then he started telling me what was going on with work. He said, boom, woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? And then work's been tough and this and that and that's happening at work. And it's like, man, I just instantly saw how, and he's just getting back into training the last couple of years or last couple of months. He's just gotten back into working out. He used to be an athlete, whatever. But in that moment, I just realized, yo, how important fitness is. That guy, he just started training again, and every time I saw him, he was always happy, energetic, blah, blah, blah. He never told me one bad thing that was going on, right, in his life. Always just excited, happy, ready to go. In the time when he couldn't train with his partner, I just saw how much he relied on that partner or on that workout in order for the rest of his life, for his work life to be spinning, right? So y'all think I'm fucking joking when I tell y'all this shit affects my life. No, this shit is my foundation for my life. This is my foundation for my family, my foundation for the way I approach life in general. And that was the same for this guy. This guy was, not my age. This is a grown man, older than most of you guys listening. So I need you guys to understand, I say all that to say, if you're not working out, you can start working out. And even when you're stressed at work, even when you're stressed with this fitness shit, can be a way to take your mind off of it. This can be a way that energizes you and gets you ready to go back to work and kill it. That's what I've been telling my coworker. I might start training my coworker. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you right now, when you start training, you're going to have a surge of energy. This shit is going to give you everything. Because he's like 50. This is going to give you everything you need for you to continue your life. For you to continue to grow. Even at the age of 50. So get in there, man. Get after it. This is Sabir Muhammad. I talked to y'all a lot. Gave y'all so much free game tonight. I love you. Stay motivated. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Stay hungry. Never satisfied. It's Chosen One Athletics, baby. I'm out.